is The Night Shift.
On Dubai Eye 103.8, the UAE's #1 talk radio station.
Yes, indeed, and welcome back to the show now. Tuesday nights are reserved for the Fridge Concert Series with a whole range of different styles of music being performed. And this week, I can tell you, it's the turn of metal. And the Emirati metal band who join me on the show right now. Metarust, as I said, an amazing name. We've got Saif joining us. How are you, sir?
Good, how are you?
Thanks for joining us on the show. And we've also got Samir to my left.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. All right. And we have Marwan as well.
Hello, hello.
So tell me about this band, Metarust. First, the name. You said it took you a long time to find a name for your band. Why was that? Tell me.
It's kind of embarrassing how long it took to come up with a name. The three of us have actually been a band since we picked up instruments, really, since we were kids.
Okay.
Since about 2009. And it wasn't until Metallica came to Abu Dhabi, actually, in 2011. And I remember it was on a Wednesday, and we all went for the gig. The next day we had school, and I remember me and Marwan met each other, and we're like, we need to take this band seriously. We need to start like social medias, everything.
Yeah.
But first we needed a name. So in chemistry class, I couldn't focus. There was a pop quiz. I couldn't pay attention. But I remember it was something to do with the effects of rust. So I was thinking, rust. We want to be a metal band.
It works.
Metarust.
Yeah.
And I pitched it to these guys, and they liked it too. So we didn't hate it. So we've been
works.
Metarust since.
Big thanks to the chemistry teacher and the chemistry class. I mean, did you have the same feeling that you wanted to take it a bit more seriously after seeing Metallica?
Oh, of course. For me, especially, like when we went for the Metallica concert, I was still like, it was 2011.
Yeah.
I was 11 years old. And
Yeah.
for me, of course, like they went to school and they were so inspired. They started working together. I, at the back of the car, was trying to make sure I wasn't awake, so I skip out on school. But but no, I enjoy. As soon as we saw Metallica, we were already at that point certain that we wanted to go with this and make sure that we go on with music. By then, I think we were already 2 band names in, but we weren't taking anything too seriously.
Yeah.
But after Metallica, for sure.
What were the other band names? Can you remember what they were?
I think, what was the first one?
I think one of them, the first one was something like Rough Around the Edges.
Yeah, it was wrong.
Yeah.
And the second one was like Sycamore, which is like, a play on Sycamore. So
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Cool
Sycamore,
names.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, Marwan, of course, we've got 2 brothers, Emirati brothers here in Saif and Samir. But Marwan, how did you come to be part of this? lineup?
It was when I moved to the UAE with my family in 2008.
Yeah.
And I was in the same school and class as Saif, and that's how we actually met.
Okay.
So, it all just started from there, and music has been like a part of my life forever.
Yeah.
And, at that time, your music taste sort of changes.
Yeah.
And I was like really inspired by Metallica, and that's when I introduced, Metallica to Saif, and I was like, I want to pick up the bass guitar.
Yeah.
And we were just like, let's do this.
Saif, what makes Metallica such a special and influential metal band?
I mean, just check out their catalog and their success.
Really,
And
I know.
the fact that no one can, as old as they get, they still put on a killer performance as any younger band would. So they're like, seeing them perform even till this day, like the songs have been like ingrained into us basically.
Yeah.
But seeing them all the time and perform is always like, you can't help but pick up the guitar and play along.
Yeah. What are your memories of the gig, of going up to Abu Dhabi and seeing them live?
I remember it was like surreal to me. Because for me, I grew up like always imagining that, you see them on TV, you hear them in the car going to school, and like I remember going out and seeing Lars Ulrich live as soon as he came up, and I remember freezing. And I was wearing like custom made Metallica like hats and shirts I would make before going. But I remember it was like unbelievable seeing them.
Yeah.
It was our first show too.
Yeah, it was our first concert as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's funny. My son's first concert, we were just talking about it today, was Iron Maiden, who I'm sure is another band that you love. And I I was lucky enough to interview Bruce Dickinson. He's a pilot. He's actually a pilot as well, and he flies the band around the world. And I actually interviewed him with, still in his pilot's uniform. It was surreal. I'll never forget that. With his, his bars on and everything, was amazing. So, tell me a little bit about the actual writing process. There's 3 of you, 2 brothers, and we got, as I said, Marwan over here. How do you go about writing?
So we actually work as like 3 heads because 3 of us have studied music theory, so we know what goes into writing the song, the psychology of the listener, and everything. We studied it in high school. And me and Samir graduated out of SAE Institute Dubai. We have a bachelor's in audio engineering.
Yeah.
So it's basically when we started learning how to record is when we started taking ourselves seriously. So in our songwriting process, it's basically come up with a nice hook, a nice melody, and then bring purpose to it. which is what we do to each and every one of our songs, and we kind of orchestrate it to tell a story. Each one of our songs have a kind of story. It's not just for the sake of, you know, the reaction all the time, but it's just to convey the message and like encourage people to think and encourage people to like grab a message. The thing that we love to hear the most is to hear people's interpretation of our songs and what they mean.
Yeah.
We prefer that over telling people what our songs mean.
So who comes up with the guitar chords? Who comes up with the lyrics?
So I'm the guitarist. I come up with like maybe the hook and I'll pitch it to them. Sometimes even Marwan would come up with a riff and then send it to me. And then we kind of build on it and see what resonates with the three of us. And then at the time, like we have a bank of so many songs that we sit on, but it starts with the hook and then we build on it and then we build on it and then come up with like the chorus, the next parts, what should the next part. We treat it as if the song is already done.
Yeah.
And how the full theme that we want to bring to it.
Right. I mean, working in a three-piece setup, do you enjoy the power trio kind of setup?
Absolutely.
You know, would you not want any more members in the band? Are you happy with three?
I'm absolutely happy with it because the bass guitar, you know, stands out a lot more than usual. For me, I'm perfectly content with it. But yeah, like to add to what Saif said, like every song is completely different, and we have all these ideas that we just throw around, and just sending each other like voice notes of like, hey, I played this and I think it sounded cool.
Yeah.
And then we can get together and then we sort of mold it from the ground up, you know, bit by bit. And then we could sometimes, like I remember for 2 of our songs, it could like be a very long process, or it could be like a very quick, easy process. I remember for Atone, one of our songs, Saif and I were just like, hey, let's work on this, let's get it done. And we wrote the chorus in about maybe 15 to 20 minutes, and we were like, yeah, this could fit into the song, like, and we were like figuring it out. But it's always a shared process, you know. It's never like, of course we butt heads from time to time, you know, of course, as always. But
I suppose in a lineup with only 3 people, you can soon sort things out.
Yeah.
Easier.
And we also give each other room to, you know, put in our own creative differences, and we're okay with that. You know, we might disagree in the beginning, but we work it out.
Summer?
Yeah, so like I agree, but one thing that's really cool about like us three is like there'll be moments me and Marwan might write the vocal melody for Saif. You know, Marwan and Saif might write my drum rolls, how I should go on with the song.
Yeah.
We might give ideas about the guitar riff, and a lot of the time it's like if there's any butting heads, it's like it's not that like serious, and it won't take that long. Like easily we get through it, and I think. Well, for us, it's been working pretty well because at the end of the day, all our songs, I can say, I think we are all very satisfied with the ending. Like by the end of it, we're like, okay, what we imagined, it's here.
Right. So you get to the end product,
exactly,
and you're all happy with that. I've got a couple of tunes I'm going to play clips from. First one is YBS.
YBG.
YBG. Sorry, I've not got my glasses on. What do we know about this song?
So this is our latest single. It's. We kind of named it YBG so it would incite interest to listen to the song.
You think, I wonder what it means.
Yeah, and it's a full journey from start to finish. Like, it starts very melodramatic and ends on this loud, obnoxious crescendo. So it's a full journey of a song.
Let's have a listen. This is once again Metarust. They are with us here in our studios at Dhabi 103.8, talking all things metal and music as they look forward to perform Tuesday night at the Fridge.
Outside a weekend, don't know how long it's been since I last tried to live deeper the same mistakes. I thought I'd handle it, keeping it to myself. Even I can't break free. No one was so safe. You've been good. You've been good. You've been good for me. You've been good.
Well, that's something called YBG from the metal band Metarust. They're going to be performing Tuesday night at the Fridge. We're going to come back, talk a little bit more about the production of that song and also the future plans of this homegrown rock band right here on Dubai Eye 103.8. But next, with the time at 9:15, we take a look at the weather.
You're listening to the UAE's #1 talk radio station.
This is The Night Shift with Mark Lloyd.
On Dubai Eye 103.8.
So welcome back in. We are chatting with the band Metarust with Saif, Samir and Marwan. And we just heard a tune there called YBG. From the group. Apparently you record all this and you've got your home studio, so it's all home.
Everything is recorded at home.
Yeah.
So me and Saif, like we said, we went to SAE. So we're bachelors. We have bachelors in audio engineering.
Oh,
so
wow.
we thought at home,
Yeah.
why go out, why outsource, why look, when better do it in the place we're most comfortable in.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what we've done is we had like 2 attics in our home, and we turned one into like a recording studio and one where we can mix and listen through, sometimes record vocals. Any one of our friends we want to help produce, they come over there and we'll record. So everything from like writing till releasing the song is done like in these attics of our house. Yeah.
That's amazing. Releasing the song, that's an interesting thing because, in this day and age, it's very different than releasing songs when I was growing up. Who kind of takes care of the marketing side of Metarust?
So I handle all the production and the marketing side of it, and it's all it's much easier to distribute nowadays with all these kind of portals, platforms that kind of make it easy for you and post it to like. For example, all our songs are available on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, everything.
Yeah.
Thanks to them. And it's very easily accessible. And I handle all the marketing, so I kind of plug into the music scene in Dubai, the underground, the obviously the radio stations.
Yeah.
And I kind of plug everywhere and kind of create the content and create kind of the eye-catching visuals of what we have to offer and how we're different maybe from other people. And we also kind of, if we're not their cup of tea, we kind of redirect and be like, okay, you should check out these bands, you should check out those bands also.
Okay.
They kind of exist and they're kind of
so you're
doing
helping
similar
grow the music scene.
Exactly.
In Dubai. Yeah. I mean, being Emirati, your family, are they very supportive of your music career?
Our family is, I think, the most supportive people I've met for our music career. Like before me and Saif, like when we were growing up, for me, I can't tell you when I started learning the drums. It's like, walking, it's like riding a bike. You just
really?
did it as a kid,
Yeah, so they brought you a kit and everything.
So not exactly, like my parents put me and Saif into music classes very early on. I think I was like 4 years old.
Wow.
And my mother had the intention of getting rid of stage fright. So by the age of 5, I was already on stage performing Korn songs and different
So there was
bands.
no shyness at all?
No shyness at all. And till today, me and Saif love being on stage. And Marwan,
performing Korn at 5 years old.
Performing Korn at 5 years old, But that's
outrageous, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Our parents were very supportive. They were also, brought us up with music. A lot of my favorite memories growing up is driving with my dad while he's playing Wham, Michael Jackson, Scorpions.
Wow.
So it helped us a lot.
Yeah. Amazing. And what about your family?
Oh, no. I mean, yeah, they're the best supporters ever. I couldn't ask for better. And, like I said earlier, like music has always been a part of my life. My dad is really big into audio, really big into his classical and jazz music.
Okay.
So growing up, that's what I would listen to, like going to school. My dad would be sipping his coffee, and just blasting Bach through these like massive speakers.
Really?
Yeah. And I actually picked up the violin first. Obviously, if you listen to classical music, that's the instrument you're going to gravitate towards.
Yeah.
And I played that for about 4 years. But then, when I moved to Dubai and started listening to rock and heavy metal, and I was like, bass sounds. Yeah, exactly.
How important was getting this degree for you two guys at SAE in all the audio side of things?
It was very important because we wanted to kind of prove it to ourselves that we can do this. This isn't just a dream. We wanted to be able to produce in the way that not only take whatever we've learned from them, but also kind of produce in the way that we have. Like, for example, Samir was saying our attics are completely DIY, and we like that DIY feel to the studio. We're very punk rock like that. And we kind of take whatever like budget recording styles and try to make it as crisp and great quality as any other song that you've listened to, trying to bring character to it. So getting that degree was kind of essential in understanding the audio side of it.
Yeah. And I mean, both being Emirati brothers, what do you think of the music scene in the UAE right now?
I feel the music scene here is so much, like it's so fun.
Yep.
And it's massive. It's like you have to look for it. Wherever I go, people are like, is there a big music scene? Or people who are in the music scene as well are like, there's not a big metal scene in UAE. But for me, I'm like, one of the biggest metal scenes I've ever seen is here.
Yeah.
You know, and all of them are so good and so talented. So of course, you know, all of us, what's beautiful about it are like, it's basically a big hub where we're trying to support each other, trying to put each other out there, trying to make sure all of us grow that, you know, as big as we can, make sure we're known worldwide, but at the same time have all eyes on Dubai music.
Yeah, yeah. That's brilliant that you know, forwarding Dubai. We're going to hear another little clip, something called Hollow. What do we know about this song?
So Hollow is the most simplest song, straightforward song. You hear the riff, it's stuck in your head immediately.
Okay, let's have a listen to it then. This is once again Metarust. They're joining us here on Dubai Eye 103.8. Listen to that bass guitar.
I don't have to go through this for the last time. I've never been cursed, I've never been cursed, I've never been cursed in my life. Gotta be something, gotta hold on to something without a stride. I'll never be happy till I find a way out of my mind. It seems there's worth without dreams, but I gotta keep hoping for the best, for the rest is just this. So all I'm saying is I could hate my life again, but is it worth it? Not the ring, I feel so high.
So there we are. Once again, that's Metarust Hollow. Tell me about the gig tomorrow night. What's going to be in the set?
Ooh. Well, we're going to play all of our
Is
songs.
that going to be in the set?
Yeah, well, it definitely will be.
Definitely. Yeah.
There might be a little surprise at the very end as well. You know, who knows?
Yeah.
You'll have to come to find out, I guess.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to playing live at the Fridge?
Of course, it's like a milestone. I've always seen the different artists that have come and appeared, and some of our friends have also performed at the Fridge. So seeing our name on it is so surreal. And yeah, performing tomorrow, I don't think it'll hit me until I'm at the stage behind the mic.
Right. Yeah.
And like, honestly, like, for us, we're always looking forward to performances. I feel like it's when we're most ourselves personally as well.
Yeah.
Especially tomorrow, it's very exciting with our first time, you know, like promoting ourselves as this is our act. You know, it's the Fridge, a very beautiful place for creative people to come and perform alongside opening band Triton, which is an amazing up and coming band. Like, these guys are amazing. So we're so excited to also watch them perform.
Right. And if people want to follow you on social media and get your music, tell me about that.
On Instagram, it's at Metarust_band. On TikTok, on Twitter, everything, Facebook, it's Metarust. You'll find us on Spotify, Apple Music, Anghami, everywhere you listen to music, Metarust.
Lovely. Once again, tomorrow, Tuesday night, doors open 7:30. Show starts at 8 o'clock. And you can pick up your tickets. They are 65 dirhams. For early bird, general admission 80, and for students 50 dirhams. Have a fantastic gig, guys. It's been great having you on the show. Hope you've enjoyed it, and come and see us again when you've got more new music. Yeah?
Definitely.
Of course. Thank you very much. So that's once again Metarust.